Hi guys, welcome back to Charmaine's Kitchen. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. It is Thanksgiving weekend in Canada, so I want to say happy Thanksgiving to all my Canadian family. And I believe there's a long weekend in the US as well. I want to wish you guys a happy long weekend. So today I'm going to be starting my cooking for my dinner tomorrow, and I'm starting with, come on down, I'll show you guys. I'm gonna start with my turkey, and here I have her. I have a 14-pound turkey. My husband always say my eyes are big. I always look for the biggest turkey, even though we're not celebrating with family or friends, because there is big restriction right now in Canada. So we usually have a few people over, but for this year we're gonna have to do it by ourselves. And this is a tradition I started with my kids and my husband. So I have it here washed, and there's always some little bit of feather, and I took those out. I clean it properly, wash it with lime inside and out. And here I have my seasoning that I'm gonna be adding. I have a whole lemon that I usually cut it and put it in the inside. I have some fresh thyme that I picked from my garden and I wash it. I have here 11 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna blend this up with some of the thyme. I have a hot pepper. It's not overpowering hot, but I have a nice flavor. And I have 3 huge head of green onions. And here I have some rosemary from my garden. So I'm going to be blending some of those. These green onion, the whole pepper, all this garlic, and some of the thyme, and the rest of it I'm gonna stuff it in the inside. And once I finish blend those up, I'm gonna come back and show you guys how I season my turkey. This is my seasoning, all the seasoning that I just showed: garlic, thyme, rosemary, pepper, and all that in here. And I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of salt in here. So that's how I usually flavor mine. 2 teaspoons, because this is the whole turkey we're seasoning here. And I'm gonna add, it already have a hot pepper for flavor. I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of black pepper to mix up the marinade. And you can do this ahead of time, like you can marinate your turkey and leave it back in your fridge for some time. But what I usually do, once my turkey is thawed off, I usually season it right away and then put it into the oven. So this here have salt, it have pepper, and all that we need for the turkey. So what I usually do now is take this seasoning that I have here, and with my turkey here, I would like nicely rub this all over. And this is how I bake mine every time I cook a turkey. And guys, I usually cook a turkey, one for Easter, sometimes one for Christmas, and one for Thanksgiving. And the next thing I do, I would go under the skin. Some people put a gloves, but for me, if I don't work with my hands, I don't feel like if I'm doing the job properly. So nicely put some under the skin. If you can't do it with your bare hands, guys, go right ahead and do it with the gloves. After I do this, I always wash my hands very, very clean after, because when you're doing stuff with chicken or turkey or poultry, you need to make sure that you wash clean. So I'm gonna go right around, all over, in the legs, around the stomach, up here, and all around, and make sure that I cover all over on the outside. And I'm gonna keep going to get through with all the skin, and then I'll come back and show what I do for the inside of the turkey. So for the inside, guys, I marinate all over, like the marinade is all over. If you look at the turkey now, it's nice and green. That's because the seasoning. And I went into the back part and I lift the skin and put the seasoning as well. So with the rest that I have left, and this is what I have left, I'm gonna put all this into the inside, like I'm seasoning the up and the bottom and all around. And you want to make sure that you have it everywhere, because this is a big bird, and if you don't season it properly, some part won't have any taste at all. So I think I have it on here now. And what I do for the inside, I do not make stuffing. I don't like stuffing. I can make stuffing, but I would put it on the side. I don't make it in the turkey. So I usually take about 1 handful of thyme, and then I'll put it in here, because that's gonna, when it steam up, that's gonna give such a nice flavor. And I usually take a whole lemon and cut it so that when it's cooking, all the flavor from the lemon will steam right into the cavity. So I will put that like this in here, and then for the rest of the rosemary, I put some in the blend up seasoning. I will just pull these out like that. And rosemary is very, very good with turkey, and I will just put it like this here, like that. And all the big stems, you don't have to leave them out because the stem is full of flavor. And I'm gonna show you guys. And then this is all that I do. I just put the whole thyme, the rosemary, and the lemon in here, and that's how I stuff mine. And that's gonna infuse into here and give such a beautiful flavor, aroma, and taste. So this is ready here for me right now, and I'm using a roasting pan that have a rack, and you can just lift it off like that, so my turkey won't be sitting in the drippings that's coming out of it. So it's gonna just cook. So I'm gonna cover this with foil paper, and then I'm gonna cook it on about 1.5 hours with the foil cover in a 350-degree oven. And then after the 1.5 hours, I'm gonna take off the foil paper, baste it with butter to get that nice brown color, and cook it back for another 1.5, because this is 14 pounds and I have to make sure that I cook it properly. So guys, here it is. My baby's ready to go in the oven, all seasoned and cover up in foil paper. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna cook it covered for 1.5 hours in a 350-degree oven. And then I will take it out and baste it with some butter. But that's 1.5 hours from now. So in the meantime, I'm gonna put this in the oven, and I'll go play some Monopoly with the kids. So while we're waiting for our turkey to cook, it's a long weekend and it's Saturday night. There's no school tomorrow. We're gonna play some Monopoly. The kids been begging me for a long time. Natalie already set it up, and we're gonna start this. It takes a while, so it's gonna cut my time while I'm waiting for that turkey to cook. So we're gonna play Monopoly, enjoy a nice game until our turkey is ready. Right, Natalie?
Yeah.
Hey guys, so it's 1.5 hours now, and I'm gonna baste this turkey. I'm gonna take it out from the foil paper, and I will baste it with my I melted some butter in the oven while the turkey was still in there. So if you look at it, it's only halfway there, but it's looking good, and my kitchen smells so nice. So I still have, me and Natalie, we played Monopoly for 1.5 hours, and this is still cooking. So I'm gonna start basting it, and look how nice the seasoning is under the skin all around, right away around. The seasoning is like everywhere, and the inside is packed with the herbs that I put in. So I'm gonna baste, and then I'll put it back for another 1.5 hours without any cover. And I do have a meat tester here that I usually test my turkey before I take it off. So I'm not gonna finish it in the 3 hours. I'm gonna test it first before I take it off, because sometimes depends on how big your turkey is, you have to cook it a little bit longer. So let me baste and show you guys. So I'm gonna start basting this with my melted butter, and this is to help it to get that nice brown color on the outside. So I have to do all over from the front to the back, and I like to put a generous amount of butter on this because that's gonna help it to have a nice flavor, and it's gonna help to have that nice beautiful brown color when it's done. The kids, Matthew and Jessica was upstairs watching TV while me and Natalie was playing Monopoly, and they came down because they can smell it from upstairs and said if they can have turkey now. I said, guys, it's time for bed because it's not done yet. So it's actually smelling so good in my kitchen and upstairs, everywhere. It's smelling amazingly good. So all this rest of butter, I'm gonna make sure it get into every single crease and cracks here. Natalie, I'm gonna swing it around a little more on that side so I can look at all the herbs on the inside. Yep, that's gonna taste amazing. That's all the thyme and the rosemary. So we're gonna baste this guy nicely, and then I'm gonna pour all the rest of butter here.
That looks so delicious.
It looks very nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna put this back into the oven, and I have to do something to keep my time going so I don't fall asleep, and check this back in another hour and a half. So let me put this back now into the, so I'm gonna put this back now. It's well based all around, and then we'll come back and show you guys. It's looking good, right guys?
Yeah.
So guys, after about 3 hours 45 minutes, my beautiful bird is done and nicely browned up, and it's ready. I did it Saturday night for Sunday dinner because I go to church Sunday morning, and when I come home I just have to finish my trimmings, my vegetables, and whatever else I have to for this turkey. Everybody's already went to bed and fall asleep, but look how beautiful my turkey is. I'm so very excited about the turnout. I'm not gonna cut it tonight. I'm gonna cut this tomorrow because it's late. I don't like to eat this late, but I promise you guys I'm gonna let you guys know how it tastes. But it is beautiful. So I hope you guys like the way I did it. I hope the step was easy to follow, and I hope you'll give it a try. I know everybody have their own way that they make their turkey with their own little twist, and everybody have a very nice way of getting theirs done, but this the way I did mine is so delicious, and it's so beautiful and so flavorful. So thank you guys for watching this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the way I did it, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please, you only have to subscribe to one video. Happy Thanksgiving to all who are celebrating this weekend, and for all those who are not celebrating, I want to wish you guys an awesome blessed weekend as well. So take care, God bless, have a good night, and you guys will catch me tomorrow for a few more videos.